So, I woke up last morning to find out that the full WWE 2K17 soundtrack has been announced, and the face of it is none other than P. Diddy Combs. They consider him the executive soundtrack producer, but what people don't understand is that he plays no part in picking the playlist. People that follow the game closely know that the people behind choosing the playlist is 2K's marketing director. There is a lot of money involved, and businesses like Take-Two and EA are very selective when it comes to who their music money goes to. I will go on record to make that clear, as I did just recently on two message boards, the official 2K forums, and caws.ws. Beforehand, I looked up an article from last year's game, and it turns out that one of two individuals, one who is 2K marketing director Chris Snyder, is responsible for compiling the playlists each year. I searched his name and found his LinkedIn, where he publicly displayed his email address. That's really interesting, how this guy decided to share his public email for anybody to see. But I guess if he doesn't want strangers to contact him, he never would decide to do so. So on 2K's forums and caws.ws, I posted, if anybody has a problem with the soundtrack, don't blame P. Diddy. He is not in charge of the soundtrack other than producing his own song. While he's being called the executive soundtrack producer, he's actually just a poster boy for the game. Instead, 2K's director of marketing is who you're looking for, and you can email him here. I found the address on his LinkedIn page. Well, guess which board had a hissy fit about my post? If you guessed 2K's own official message boards, well, you'd be wrong. The moderator, nor any of the members actually didn't seem to mind, and instead, he combined my two previous posts into one because apparently double posting is more harmful. Yes, apparently, the site that has no affiliation with WWE or Take-Two Interactive is the ones that are butthurt that I simply copied a line of text and pasted it into a post. In result of this, I got suspended for 3 days. The mod stated that it didn't matter where I got the email address because personal addresses should not be posted. Yes, this is from a guy that has his Twitter in his bio. In fact, many users have Twitter handles in their bios. This makes absolutely no sense. We're not allowed to show an email address, but hell, we can show Twitter handles, Facebook links, and Instagram accounts. And I'm pretty sure that sharing social media pages of other WWE game employees was often welcomed. Corey Ledesma, Brian Williams, Marcus Stevenson, Aubrey Sitterson. Oh look, what's this? You shared contact information? Oh, it's suspended. I directly messaged the mod, and here's what I wrote. I obviously disagree about my suspension, and I find the decision to disable my comment activity for 3 days to be highly unreasonable. Sharing an email address that the owner shared himself is not illegal. That would be like not being allowed to exchange Twitter handles or Facebook pages, considering that those are other ways to communicate with others. LinkedIn, just like any other social media website, is a public platform. It is not private. The website is designed as a professionalized space for people to share their education, experience, and contact information with other people. Anybody is free to see a member's profile and read their information. Because, clearly I guess anybody on this site is too lazy to take a few clicks to find this email for themselves. It doesn't take much exploration to search a name and find their social media account. Any given user with a very social online pretense will have all the links to their pages in a whole list. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, DeviantArt, Flickr, even email. Even email. What makes email so different from all these other platforms? The mod messaged me back and this is what he had to say. The point is that the email he posted is for his own use and not definitively for his work with 2K. If you had posted at 2k.com email address that he had offered on the 2K forums, then it would have been acceptable. That makes no sense. Do you need to share your work email for people to contact you online? Also, with a very hasty and impressionable, spelling errors audience like this, it could lead to his personal email inbox to be littered with spam if posted where a good portion of said audience resides, i.e. this forum. In the end it would just be a massive inconvenience for him to see that stuff where he never intended it to go. So, It's not at all possible to find the nearest Twitter handle from somebody's bio and start to spam tweets to them. That's okay, because the last time I checked, spam can come in any form. You shared personal Twitter accounts of 2K employees before, so why didn't you ever consider what might happen if you did? Would that employee receive dozens of tweets? Who cares? Spam can happen on Facebook. I've posted a couple of YouTube videos on the site with the risk of users spamming the comment section, and I take responsibility if that ever happened. Just hypocritical. Myself and he are two different people on different platforms, so this point is irrelevant. I know you're annoyed by this, but the decision is final on my end, and I hope you can understand why. Clearly I don't. I don't even think you understand why. Do you not know how this whole internet works? Its purpose is to provide communication among large groups of people. You use message boards to communicate with others. You use social media to communicate with others. You use email to communicate with others. It's not a bad thing to communicate with another person online, and all I suggested was to give this man an email because he's the one behind the soundtrack that many people don't want to accept, while under the impression that for any reason this guy was really contributing to the product in any way, other than being a celebrity endorsement. People complain on social media. Nothing happens. People complain on 2K's message boards. Nothing happens. People send out support tickets. Nothing happens. And I highly doubt this man is even aware that what he's doing is upsetting many people because either he doesn't have time or bother to read public comments online, unless they went straight to him. My intention was not to send him spam. That would be like me giving you a cake in person and you end up calling the cops on me because there would be a chance it might raise your cholesterol levels. That's why this rule of yours is ridiculous. Should I further bother with this site? I don't care. Ban me for 30 days, ban me for 300 days, ban me for 3,000 days. If this is one of the rules you enforce, then why bother, I guess?